boys. Stay there, dogs. Stay there. Now, there's Morris, husband of Maud. Maud's in the stables, sitting on eggs. Poor Morris, he's real cheesed off about being out here on his own, but never mind. 2 roosters deemed for the pot, or destined for the pot. I might put out with the hens and get rid of the other rooster. And there should be 5 pintards out here that are also destined for the freezer, but the 4 girls are laying, and when they're laying, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. They have to stay around, so there we are. Now, I'm going to turn off for a second because we're going into the dark. Now, these little persons, dear little hen there, sitting on 13 eggs, her own eggs, hatched out 12 and a half. This little one here, if I can scroll in, pan in, him, the one with the, oh, he's disappeared, yellow on the top of his, or grey yellow on the top of his head, he was stuck in the egg. Poor little soul. Oh, I can't get this thing to work. Hold on. Yes, he was stuck in the egg. Oh, that one's sitting on her back, bless him. Completely dry, couldn't get out, little foot was hanging out. I thought he was dead, so I was clearing up all the shells out of the nest, because Mum was out the nest. The chicks were falling over all the shells that were floating around in there, so picked them up, picked this egg up assuming it was dead, which I'd seen him in that same situation a day and a half previously, so he'd been in there probably anything up to 40 something plus hours, and as I picked up it squeaked, and I thought that was one of the other chicks, and I touched his little foot and he retracted it and screamed violently, so dashed him into the house, gently picked the shell off. Poor little lad, his little thing, legs were out, stretched in front of him, that's why he couldn't hatch, because he couldn't bring his legs round. Neck all bent, and I thought, he's not going to survive, so I stuck him down the t-shirt for 4 hours. Put him under the lamp in a box with sort of grip matting on the bottom of the small box to keep him confined. Didn't think he was going to make it, and I thought if he doesn't I'll have to gas him in the morning. The next morning he was out of the box running around like a good one, and back with Mum. So, perfect. Right, now we're going to see the turkeys. Now this silly hen, sitting on 12 chicken, 2 turkey eggs. Breaks the chicken egg, contaminates the lot, so whether any of those will hatch, who knows, but we'll come back and see them. They're due to hatch in a week. And see what it looks like, chicken with 2 turkey poults. That'd be quite comical, never mind. Here's 4 children of Morris and Maud. That one, 4 days ago, was dying with blackhead. I found the treatment and found the cure, cat's claw. Not the easiest thing in the world to give to them when they refuse to eat and drink. Stick it in a syringe that's the end's cut off, and the baby's bottle teat thing on the end of that, cut that off and syringe at will down the throat. Most of them are in the freezer. 2 of them got killed because by something in fox, whatever. 4 of them decided to go wandering off, and only 2 came back. And we have one of them, and this is where it gets dark, so let's see a thing. There, like her sister, whose shoulder was broken by one of the males, so she's in the same situation as this one, as is Maud, the wife of Morris, not sitting on turkey eggs, because silly hen in there is sitting on the only 2 of Maud's turkey eggs that were fertile. So I'm going to hand over to my assistant here, who's videoing the wall. This is no tail, as you can see. This is what whatever it was killed the other two has done to her. She's grown a few feathers. All right, old girl. Gently does it. So, shout out Rooster, not been able to put her in the freezer because of her trauma with the predator. We're utilising her as her broken-shouldered sister and wife of Morris to sit on guinea fowl eggs. It'll be interesting to see. You're going to come and eat, old girl. I think you probably already have had something, haven't you? I'm going to put you down here because I don't want to put you back on there. I want you to get back on there normally. Alright, all I have. Alright, steady, old girl. There you go. As you can see, she's really damaged. Steady, steady, steady. So she has been reprieved from the freezer until such time as maybe she hatches them out, but I don't know. But they're very, very gentle creatures on the nest. Not like chickens who come bawling in and bawling out. It's just all sorted, baby. So it'd be interesting to see. Maud made a complete pig's ear of her babies last year. Unfortunately, we kept her with Morris. Maud's in there. Can't video it because it's too dark. She's sitting on 30 pintard eggs. And this is broken shoulder. Don't know if we can get her. It might be too dark again. Oh, we can see her. Broken shoulder, she's sitting on 15 guinea fowl eggs, I think. But that's the shoulder that's broken, her right one. So she's doing very, very well, sitting on the old nest there. 15. See if they come out. I don't know if anybody has ever hatched out. Where are the others gone? I don't know. Anybody has ever hatched out guinea fowl under turkeys? I really don't know. The only problem being, oh, there she goes. She's sitting. She's such a sweetie, this little one. She's getting herself organised. You organised, dear? They're quite very protective. Can you hear her hissing? And if I get too close, she'll peck me. Where's your eggs? There you go. She didn't peck me because she's a sweetie. But they're very, very gentle. And they actually pile eggs 2, 3 high up under their wings to make sure that they're all completely covered. And you have to lift them off the nest. I lift them off twice a day, so they can have a drink and something to eat and a poo, because otherwise they just do not move. And of course that's not healthy. We have another chicken in there. She's sitting on boiled eggs at the moment. She'll be sitting on another 20 guinea fowl eggs if I can get them. I don't know if you can see. There's Maud. Just about. The quality is probably absolute trash. But that's Maud. That's Morris's wife. 30 guinea fowl eggs. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. They're due to hatch next week, so we'll come back and have a look and see what might be hatched, not hatched, alive. Whether she'll tread on them, who knows. They're very slow. They are very gentle birds. They're very slow, very graceful. You all right, girls? Yeah, I know you're all right, boys. Yeah, they're destined for the freezer, but I don't know. They've got to go in the freezer. I can't do anything else. But I shall be posting a video of the way I kill my birds, the same way as I rear them. Love, gentleness, and total respect. So I'll post that video when we're doing the next batch. I do the boys separately. I do the girls 2 at a time. So I'll do those 2 first, and then no, I won't. I'll do the boys first, then I'll do the two girls together, and that'll be that. And then when the pintards stop laying, guinea fowl stop laying, then I'll do them. I do them 5 at a time, 5 or 6 at a time. Okay, so we'll be back later on. Just back to the guineas that should have been in the freezer months ago, and why I can't put them in the freezer. As I say, I've got no problem with dispatching the males, but I'm afraid when it comes to the females, if I'm not quick enough dispatching them and then they start to lay, that's it. They have to stay around until they stop laying, or they stay forever. I found 46 eggs in there. I didn't know where they were laying, and then I discovered it one day. I've got 4 marked ones in there, and I collect them every day, the new ones, and feed them to the dogs. I can end up with something like 52 eggs in 2 or 3 days, not just from the guinea fowls but from the chickens as well. Absolutely ridiculous. So I boil a lot of them up to give to the feed back to the chickens, protein, etc. Guinea fowls won't eat boiled eggs. Turkeys will eat them sometimes, but chickens love them. Silly dogs. And try and desperately eat the rest, but not the best. Got some more guinea fowls over the other way. I've got some in there, the 6 I couldn't kill from the year before last, so they lay as well. Some of those, quite a lot of those eggs from them, the legs from them is what broken shoulder's sitting on. No tails sitting on the eggs from the other side, from my original breeding guineas, now 3 years old, 4 years old. She's sitting on those eggs, and so is broken shoulder, and I should put their eggs under, because under the other neurotic hen that we got in there. Problem this year with the weather, it would have appeared that both Morris and the 3 male pintards were somehow sterile. Out of 42 eggs from in that nest there was 2 that were fertile. Absolutely ridiculous. Slightly better now, but still not 100%. The years that I've been hatching myself, I've had 100% with chickens and guineas. It's only the 2nd year I've been into turkeys, and dear Maud last year sitting on 9 eggs. Dear Morris there decided to kill 3 eggs, 3 chicks, week off of hatching, and I don't know if he damaged the others in the nest, but she only hatched out 3, and I ended up incubating the other 3 because she left the nest with these 3 that had been actually damaged. Their feet were damaged, and I ended up taking them away from her anyway and putting them in the house with everything else. I don't know, about 60 guinea fowls and 30 something chicks, and 3 I incubated. All the shells were cracked, put candle wax on all the cracks, didn't think any of them would survive. 3 hatched out beautifully, and that's there. I don't know if they're any of the ones that are left out in the 4 out in the stables there, or the 5 out in the 6 out in the stables, or not, but that was fine. The ones that she was trying to rear, after 2 weeks I took away. Their feet were all damaged. Only 1 survived, and that consequently died of blackhead some months ago. But with nearly 100% loss of blackhead disease from the turkeys I had, since been giving them cat's claw as well as other herbs, apple cider vinegar, garlic. Herbs de Provence is very good, but cat's claw is the answer. I haven't lost one. As I was saying, that female turkey out there 3 days ago was as good as dead. She's now perfect. So when I do dispatch her and gut her, I'll show you the end results of what blackhead does to the liver, and how cat's claw cures it. But the state of the liver once they have actually contracted it is absolutely awful. Black, dead. The liver tries to heal itself, but of course it can't. These big black hard areas like rock in the liver, absolutely dreadful. Unfortunately I haven't got any photographs of the one I did a post-mortem on, the very first one I ever lost before I even really knew what it was I was looking at, and I lost 7 in 3 days with this damn disease, and their liver's white, yellow, absolutely disgusting, and they basically starved to death. It's an awful death, but cat's claw is the cure. 1 500 milligram capsule a day in like a mash, and do that 3 or 4 days. That's it, done. They're perfect. Right, we got a rock dove out. Is that you, Sheldon? We had a little rock dove that was out of the nest too early that we kept an eye on for 3 days, and I think that's probably him, as well as the 2 pigeons in the kitchen. Right, okay. Here's the 2 pigeons in the kitchen. That's Rudy Ray Johnson, as I call him. And there's Ruby. I haven't got a silly nickname for her. That's Rudy's sister, but 6 weeks difference in age. Don't leave me now. I've got them for life. But there we are. Here are 2 of my original 9 breeding pintards. I've got 5 altogether. Oh, there's the other female over there. Last year I incubated 46 eggs in my own homemade incubator and hatched them out in my hatcher in two hits. I didn't incubate the whole lot in one go. And I got 100%. I also hatched out, I think it was 23 chicks out of 24, 25 eggs. The only ones that didn't hatch out were infertile eggs. I had no problem with fertility last year, not like I seem to be getting this year. Where's my spot? There's my spot, the big one there. He's lovely. He does a little dance for me every morning. He's very sweet. Right, let's feed these and get them in. The chickens I hatched out last year. The roosters are already in the freezer. Sold some, and again this lot I couldn't kill because they were laying. I should have killed them months ago when they were ready, but I didn't get round to it because I was killing turkeys for Christmas and guinea fowl and what have you, and I never got round to killing any of these. So unfortunately the females are now laying, so I cannot kill them any more than I can the female pintards that should have been in the freezer months ago because they're laying. So hence that's why I'm getting 52 eggs about every 3 or 4 days, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now I'm going to go and search for the guinea fowl eggs because they do like to lay in the most ridiculous of places. I have... Where have you gone, people? There you are. Oh, the sun. 6 pintards in here from the year before last that I couldn't kill because they were very puny and they didn't seem to grow properly. I lost a good many of these through coccidiosis, but again cat's claw and apple cider vinegar, garlic and herbs and things stops them getting coccidiosis. So cat's claw and herbs de Provence and all the other bits and pieces is brilliant. So the one there, the slightly silly looking head, that's cutthroat. 3 other males tried to kill him and his throat was literally cut from side to side. Nursed him back to health and he's fine now. But again, they're family retainers because I didn't want to kill them when they were so small and left them here, and now they're part of the furniture like the rest of the hens out here. So, search for the guinea eggs. There's Fibish, our 20 plus something years old Dartmoor. And Lambar, her friend. He doesn't know if he's a pony or a sheep. She doesn't know if she's a sheep or a pony. Hey Lambar. Yeah? Look at you. You're going mouldy. You need clipping. Yep. Somebody else can do that. Now, it took me a very long time to find where these silly pintards were laying. Hence, that's why I was incubating the pintard eggs from the yard there that are all brothers and sisters. Well, they might not be brothers and sisters actually. I did have 4 male pintards at the time on the go, so last year, so then chances are they might not be related at all. But because I had no eggs from my breeding stock, because I didn't know where they were laying, if they were laying, then I had to incubate them. The first 28 I put in the incubator just to see. Only 2 were viable, and probably only 1 would have survived, so I'm afraid we forgot that. Then I was collecting them from the tin hut from Cutthroat's lot, and again only a third of those were fertile, so gave up there. And then I discovered where Spot's lot were laying, and here they are, and there was about 30 plus something eggs in here. So those are the ones that Broken Shoulder and Maud are sitting on, some of them. No, Maud's sitting on the next batch of fertile eggs that I got from the yard. There should be 10 left there now. Yep. They, I found where they were laying under the brambles again, so I put them in the incubator, and most of those were fertile. So Maud's sitting on those, and some from Cutthroat's lot here. No tails sitting on Spot's lot, this lot here, and the hen will also be sitting on 15 or 20 of Spot's eggs from in there. So I'm going to decant these into the box, and that'll be that. We'll stick them in the incubator tomorrow or the next day when I've got the 20 eggs, and hopefully most of those will be fertile, but we'll see.